What do I actually study if I become a fashion designer? You're taught how to sew not just by hand, but and then you're taught all the basic skills which you can put together and find your aesthetic. You're not just taught that, but also welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Shivangi Lahoti, aka your designer Didi, and in today's video, you've already seen what we will be answering. I will be answering for you roughly what exactly do you learn in fashion design when you sign up for a 4-year degree program. Now, this is one of my most requested questions that I keep getting from students every single year, and I wanted to answer all of those questions at one place. And that's why this video. So without wasting any time, let's quickly get started. But hey, if you've been watching my videos for a while and haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please make sure you do that. It's going to make a huge difference for me, and trust me, that one little like and that one little subscribe button can allow a lot more students to get to know about this channel and learn just how you're learning right now. So if you like the content that I'm posting, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button. Before you even get to what do you learn in fashion design, you first have to understand what is fashion design. Fashion design is basically apparel design which deals in clothing and the designing of clothing. And fashion is actually a very big vertical. So under fashion design, you have apparel design, which is all about clothes. Then you have knits, you have knitwear design, which is all about knitted garments. You have lingerie design, you have denim design, you have couture, you have Indian wear designing, you have bridal wear designing, you have so many different verticals. You have kids wear, you have menswear, and all of that sort of comes under the umbrella of fashion design. But to get to the foundation, to get to the basics, here are some things that you learn for sure when you sign up for a fashion design program. अब जब पता है कि डील कपड़ों में ही करना है and you're working with fabric, of course you'll be learning all about fabrics, right? That is where your pattern making, draping, garment construction comes into play. You're taught how to sew not just by hand, but also by using industry standard machines. You're taught working with different kinds of fabrics, and this includes working with denims, chiffons, georgettes, cottons, linens, knitted fabric, and you're taught how to not just stitch them, but also how to construct them, how to use them when you're working on your pattern making, how to create garments out of them. One of the other things that you're learning is also the foundation or the science behind textiles, which means you're learning textile science. You're learning what are the different fabrics and how they behave in different situations. You're taught how does cotton behave, or how does linen behave, or what is the composition of different fabrics as well, just so that you understand as a designer your empty canvas, you understand it jitna detail mein ho sake utna. Now, as a fashion student, you're not just working with fabrics, but you're also learning how to develop embroideries, how to do print development. You're being taught how to work with different kinds of fabrics and do tie and dye on them, do different kinds of dyeing techniques on them, do bani, leheria, batik. You're not just taught that, but also surface development, surface embroidery. You're taught pleating, fluting, texturing. You're taught so many different things when it just comes to surface development, and all of this helps you fancy up your empty canvas a lot better than other designers would. You're taught how to explore with different materials, and then you're taught all the basic skills which you can put together and find your aesthetic and your voice as a fashion design student. You're also doing a lot of detailed work on paper, because before you even get to the stage where you work with kapda, you have to first know how to put your ideas onto paper, and that is where fashion illustrations come in place. That is where digital illustrations come in. Now, once you're getting your base ready on fashion illustrations and working on paper, you start to learn and develop skills in CAD, which is computer aided design. This is where you start learning digital illustrations, you start learning specification sheets, making technical specification sheets and technical packs. You start learning print design, print development, all on digital platforms, right? You start working with Adobe software, start working with different softwares which are required to make that process of fashion designing easier and seamless for you. The last thing, or the last vertical or pillar that I would say you work towards, is design development. This includes right from elements of design, principles of design, history of fashion and design, art appreciation, to understanding how to actually build collections, how to design your own collections as a designer, how to build your own range. Now, in most fashion design colleges, the main focus remains, your garment construction, embroidery, surface development, illustrations, digital art, digital softwares, and of course your design development. But a lot of colleges today are also focusing on fashion entrepreneurship. So you do have subjects where you're designing for your own brand, where you're creating a branding and packaging for your own brand. And these are all of the things that you learn when you kickstart your journey as a fashion student in a good design school. And I hope this answered all of your burning questions about what do I actually study if I become a fashion designer. And I hope that you kickstart that career in fashion and design. At Designer Shala, we make you a designer regardless if you are in design school or not. So make sure you click on the link below if that interests you. In my academy, I teach you a lot of skills regarding fashion and design, and of course we train you for the best fashion schools in India and internationally. But regardless of where you're at in your journey, if you want to get started with design as a career, I hope this video helped you regardless. And I think I've said regardless some 20 times in this video. I'm going to end it here. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys really soon.